Oh, shit. Sorry. Good morning. Angry Beaver, thank you. Uh, Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Rez. Uh, Morning Drama After Dark. Morning, Mrs. P. Hey, Thea. Oh, now I'm echoing back in my ear. I'm sorry. I hit my coffee machine, but I put it on the extra large this morning. See? So it took me a while. That thing, the coffee machine was going. And I was like, just get my coffee. Morning, Jenna. Mrs. P wants a wrench. Under one condition, do not block people just because you don't like them, okay? If we have a deal, then yes. Morning, voice for the voiceless. Morning, Sky Maiden. Hey, Cole. Hold on a minute, okay, Mrs. P? Now give me just a minute. Now, me and Miss P have been getting real nasty in the private DMs with me, her, and Walter. Think about making myself a sandwich, you feel me? I'm talking about a Miss P sandwich. Me and Walter as the bread and you as the woman mate. Hold on, sorry. Hey, good morning, Megan. Where have you been, by the way, voices? Have you been okay? Good morning, Megan. Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mrs. P officially has a wrench. Okay. Hey, Marie. Yeah, it has been a while. Oh, you've been sick. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Amy's been really sick too, guys. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you're okay. 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 Now, what was I gonna say? Before I get into what I was gonna talk about and show you. Yes, see, look. She said Robbie's been getting very fresh with me. Voices had a bad sinus infection and it took a lot out of you. Ugh. Those I is it like where you get pressure down in your jaw too? It like goes everywhere. I hate that. Oh, good morning, Elliot Elks. Morning. Yes, Mrs. P, you're welcome. No blocky. No block, bitch. Anyways, guys, as I'm hitting this coffee and remembering what I had something really important to say. So just gather around. I'll hit my coffee. And if I don't remember it, I'll just get right into what I was going to talk about. Okay. So grab your caffeine or whatever and get it to it. Gather around. No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool. Hey! Ow! Ow! My shit. Yeah, I don't know if Amy wanted to say, so if she comes in here, I'll say that, Miss P. Okay. Patty says that she cannot see you, Mrs. P. We could imagine why. I don't know. Morning, Lynn. Hey, Rosalang. So, hey, Dory. Anyways, this Sunday, Lokamai and I are doing unbiased Chroma Awards, okay? You guys see that happening on my... Look at my Doja Cat hoodie is like glittering. It's like weird. Or is there something in this coffee? Thank you, baby love. Good morning. The fuck? Hey, Angela. So anyways, it means that no matter what we think about people, which Lokamai loves everyone, they're going to be included in the categories. So we're going to try to fit as many people in as possible into the categories. Like, the best, the most creative creator, the most soothing voice. Tiffany, I think you might be in that category. But then, see, I don't like juror, but juror will probably be in that category. See how that works? There's not going to be mean categories. It's going to be, there'll be fun categories, but not bullshit. Okay. Most beautiful revenge prawn. Most creative revenge porn. Most creative way to diddle it. Whatever. Now, Tiff, you win that already. Okay, because that video was absolutely beautiful. Okay, I was just not ready for it. I didn't want to see that in that moment. It was female genitalia, but damn, you did look really hot. I'll say that. Thank you, Thea. Best tits. Voices. See, you can be in that. Remember Voices? The clip that like and plays over and over. You're like, I still got a set of tits. And you sure do. So maybe Voices can be in that category. There's lots of fun categories. But not only that, just like, to recognize, even if you don't like somebody, they could still be creative. Creative in running their fucking mouth. As long as you don't win the most evil person to ever exist, again, like I did on all the other words, that will not even be a category. Okay. Mrs. P, maybe we'll do most creative crafts. Voices can be in that. Sally Ann, Noodle, is that allowed? Can I put them in the same category as against restrainings? I don't know. Okay. Love you, Tira. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Robert. How are you, Robert? How you doing? You're evil. They used to call you Coxilla. Hmm. The most beautiful Coxilla award. Hey, Betty. All right, guys. So let me get into something. Now, first of all, let me ask you, how do I say this without making you sound like a sociopath? um, Trying to think of how to ask this question to you. First of all, let me ask you this. This is a good example. What do you think about Gypsy Rose herself? Not the whole situation. What do you think of her as a whole? And then I'm going to ask you another question. So answer up, because I have a point. Okay. Love you, Tira. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Mama Bear. Because I'm going to show you something that your mind might change. Ooh. Okay. Betty says manipulative. Okay. Uh, Nikki says, I don't get it. That's a loaded question. Sure is. My next one's probably a little bit more loaded. Oh, Voices says pass. I think she's a product of her environment. Okay. That answer is going to go along with what I'm going to say here in a minute. Angie thinks she needs therapy. Becca Chu has mixed feelings. Tira has many thoughts. This Mel says, I don't think she is or will ever be whole. Oh, this is my husband's purple cup. Voices. Thank you. I have the green one, but every time I drink it, the green screen goes on it, so it looks like I'm drinking my chair, one of those chairs. Thea says, I think she has a lot of trauma and is a product of her environment and the people she's been around. Okay. What do you think about Jeffrey Dahmer? Good guy, good kid. What do you think about Jeffrey Dahmer? Hmm? Do you think he's handsome? Do you think he's fun? Do you think he has good choices in movies that he watches? Good choices in men? Good taste? What do you think of him? Hmm? Because, in my opinion, he's fucking crazy as shit. Well, he was crazy. Okay, Betty, that's fair. Becca Chu has mixed feelings. Why do you have mixed feelings? Can I ask you that? Um, Laverne says, I don't think of Jeffrey. Well, imagine if you're forced to think about him, like right now. Like, we're going to block you if you don't. I'm just kidding. Hey, Russell. Psycho sociopath. Okay. Wow. Oh, there it is again. Look at that. Tiffany is good. Not only is she good in that video, you're good, Tiff, but you're also good at this. I think you're onto something. She says he's a product of his environment. Tony G says they found Head and Shoulders in his bathroom. Well, where are knees and toes? Teach your young kids to process shame. Thea says, I think he had something obviously mental going on, probably craved love and acceptance. And because his brain was screwed, he did screwy things. Okay. Now hold on. Let me think of a really controversial virtual person on here. Okay, this is somebody I love. Well, maybe you might not know that person. You might. I'm just gonna use her, and she's my friend, so I like her. What do you think of truthfully Trisha? I'm getting somewhere, but you just wait. Becca Chu thinks he had a lot of issues, and if he maybe was allowed to explore his gay sexuality without his family and society, hate, maybe he wouldn't have killed. Possibly. I mean, didn't he knock out joggers when he was like younger? Didn't he like kill this guy, this jogger guy or something like that? Okay, so you don't know truthfully, Trisha. Okay, another friend of mine. And you can be honest, but be nice because she is my friend. I'm looking at some of you. What do you think of Natasha Cooper? I love her. She's like a sister to me. But if you could kindly say it, what do you think of her? Hmm? He actually suffered a brain injury when he was 4 years old. Baby love. Oh, so didn't Nick Goddejohn or whatever goddamn his name is? Nick Goddammit? Or he was squeezed from oxygen. Okay. Love Natasha. Love Natasha. Oh, hey, Daniel. Love Natasha. Okay. Can't read voice. I'm just going to read voices pass. Mandy C, is that you? Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and check this out. Wow. I don't know if that is you. Oh, it could be. Wow. Well, it's good to see you if that is you. Becca Chu says, I think she's funny. I don't enjoy her actions. She's funny in her own way. Cole says she's entertaining. Okay. What do you think about well, I'm not gonna say that one because she's here. Um, you trust Robbie's judgment? Okay. No, that shouldn't be trusted all the time because shit. There's some people that have really just surprised the shit out of me as far as my judgment goes. Okay. What do you think about Donald Trump? I'm going to throw in Hillary Clinton with that. What do you think of both of them? Huh? We're getting somewhere, folks. We're getting somewhere. You don't always agree with her, but don't have to. You like her. I really appreciate that you guys are being kind, like saying kind things and being, respectful. Ooh, look at that. Mama say, mama sa, mama cosa. 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 Trump 2024, rock on. Me too. Didn't he just get Ohio or something like that? Ooh, look at all these Trump supporters. Ooh, Lynn says politicians are a breed of their own. Okay. You respect the fuck out of Natasha Cooper. You've always liked her, even when she didn't like me. There you go. Bernie says, I like Trump. I think Trump is a narcissist, but he did a good job. Well, Trump is a fellow Gemini. Everybody thinks we're narcissists. Hell yeah. And we're controversial as fuck. Doesn't everyone have the right to be on YouTube? Yes. Yeah, I think so. I do. And you know what I also think? This is my opinion. I think that, like, as far as YouTube bans go, I mean, unless you're doing like highly illegal stuff, I think you should just, like, on your third strike, you should just like get banned for like 6 months or a year, just like a sentence, or 10 years with the possibility of parole at 8. You hear that, Gypsy? So go ahead and start yourself a YouTube channel. Delaney, I checked that account of Mandy C, and um, it says that they opened the account in 2020, but the subscribers are hidden, and so I can't really tell if that's her or not. Just so you know, Peach says, ever comments or appears in chat, it's still me. Make a second channel for my voice acting. Congratulations on your voice acting. I'm really comforted to see so many Trump supporters in love here. I like that. Hey, Samantha B. Hey, something to talk about. You don't support fascism. Hold, please. I'm sorry. Dumb moment. Hey, Siri, what is fascism? It's a political ideology that emerged in the early 20th century. It prioritizes the nation and individual and emphasizes the importance of state. Oh, oh, fuck. 11 is your lucky number. You prefer Trump to Trudeau? Maybe a grass is greener situation. Well, Trudeau is like the Canadian queen, isn't she? Just kidding. I know Justin Trudeau. Isn't that your Canadian prime head chef? Oh, we need to add Cold to our private little group. The one that we exchanged nudes in, Miss Portland? I don't know. I don't know if he would like that. Okay. What do you think of Paris Hilton as I pull up this video to show you real quick? Anybody? And then we'll get into the second video after this one. Canadian Queen. Tony G thinks she's a slut. Nikki Rev says hot. I would have sex with Paris Hilton if I wasn't married. She would turn me straight. I'm not kidding. Yes, I did say Paris Hilton. I'm trying to throw in some controversial people, You love Paris? What about Casey Anthony? You're surprised Trudeau didn't come up when you Googled the definition of fascism. Hey, Siri, how do you pronounce fascism? What? Uh, she's pretty and okay, wow. Thank you for being kind to Paris and Donald Trump. I appreciate that. Siri! Hold on. Thank you for being kind. Hey, Siri, how do you pronounce fascism? She's not telling me. You're proud to be a slut, Mrs. P? Well, somebody has to be. You like and respect Paris because of what she's trying to do for troubled teens and saving them. Casey Anthony, mixed feelings, thumbs down. All right, let's just get right into this, okay? Let me go over to this video. Might cut out for a minute, okay? Now, please do not strike me, okay? But I have to show you guys this because I was listening to this, and first of all, let me just say this. I'm one of those people where I believe in forgiveness for everyone. I believe in putting myself in people's shoes. Uh, eventually if I calm down or if I don't like them, I try to figure out why they are the way they are, like assholes on this platform, assholes in the world, myself. And that's how I am because that's how my my relationship with God is. Now, there's a lot of people that say, Robbie's supposed to be a Christian and blah, blah, blah. Fuck it off. Okay. I believe that God shows me what's the truth and what's not. And usually it's with, common sense. And so, like, if I see somebody like being like, do this, do that, you can't do this, to me, that's not common sense. It's stupid and ignorant. So I know that's not the way to go. So forgiveness and understanding people is one thing for sure. And that's why I was very vocal about Big D. Hey, Andrea, mom, Big D and his murder thing. And people are like, he's a murderer and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, you kind of have to figure out where he's coming from. Same with Gypsy Rose and any of these other people, right? But then again, as somebody who has a relationship with Christ, I also believe you could call it the devil, Lucifer, evil. I believe very strongly in evil. And I've experienced it. You know where we experience it the most? Right here on this very platform. How many times do you guys go to bed exhausted because you've stayed in chats all day long, or you've listened to people screaming at each other all day long and cutting each other down and spreading revenge prawn, calling each other names, bashing each other, doxing each other, going after each other all day long. And how disgusting it feels. That is the feeling of evil. Anybody in here seen Lil, and before I show you this video, anybody seen Lil Nas X's new music video? It's called J Christ. Here we go, bringing Lucifer back to our algorithm. Hey, Ika. Just Brett stayed away from YouTube chats for that reason. Doesn't it feel like it just feels like after a while there's no resolution? It just continues. And as soon as maybe there is resolution in some area or some people make up, then all of a sudden there's another issue. And I mean, that even happens with me. It's like, and then it's a continued cycle that distracts people. And I was talking to God in my car last night, and I really needed this prayer because I just felt gross. I was listening to, a lot of people that I really like, but I eventually had to turn it all off because I was like, God, I am heavily distracted. Like I've been watching a lot of the Gypsy Rose stuff, which, it's great, but it's put like this toxic feeling in my body. I've listened to a lot of people argue. I've argued with a lot of people on here. And I don't say this in a sense where I'm like down on myself, like you're worthless, but I've felt completely, um, well, I guess the word is that it's a waste of time, but meaningless. Anybody else feel like that? Man is evil, the devil is lust. Oh God, yes, he is. Ooh, deflated. God, leave it up to Angry Beaver Tiff. You were coming with the chat with the comments. Do I listen to Jordan Peterson? I don't, but I'm gonna have to write. Oh, where's my fucking pen? Jordan Peterson. Hey, Wild Scott Aurora. That's how you feel watching Letitia Stout. Well, it's how I feel like in general, but I do it to myself on a daily basis. I really do. And then I catch myself going through my phone, and then I catch myself, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to go to bed yet. I want to see what happens at the end of this live stream. You know what happens? Nothing. People stay mad. They just drag each other the whole fucking time. And maybe if you don't like the person they're dragging, you get some sort of pleasure out of it, right? Because you're like, haha, yeah, get them. But then by being there, it makes the other person more mad because you're contributing to it. And it's just nonstop evil. Peach says I don't watch. I can't help but watch because I'm like, am I going to be brought up? What are they going to fucking say about me? Or yeah, go get the bitch. Go get the bitch. When your beaver's angry, you have a lot of clarity. Ooh, Papa like. Papa like. Meaningless, unproductive, makes you feel gross. So, I mean, for the people, because there are creative people on here that also do drama. There's very uncreative people that also do drama. There's talented people that do drama, and there's very untalented people that do drama. And to me, it's almost like going to a talent show, okay? And on one side, because we have a lot of great channels that they just don't, they're either newer, so they're not getting the attention they deserve. They're putting work in, they're working their ass off, studying, editing their videos, putting time into their channel, and they're just getting shit. And nobody's fucking helping them. None of these bigger channels are helping share their channel out. Maybe some of them, but I'm saying in general. And they deserve the credit for their work. And then you have people that it's like going to a talent show and having a great singer, but having somebody win that just goes up to the microphone and talks fucking gossip and drags people in the audience. And they get a standing ovation. But the person that practiced, let's say they practice playing the piano and rehearsing and learning the song and singing live while they're doing it, and they had people dancing at the talent show while they were playing, and nobody gave a fuck because it wasn't entertaining enough for them. It wasn't drama. And so people's skill, they come on here, and that's what they do to make an income. That's great, but that's a shitty fucking way to feel. Mainly why Miss P has distanced herself. And yes, you guys have to go over to Thea's channel. Thea is a great friend, and she has just started a channel, and she's been talking about ghosts and paranormal and conspiracies and the endless hole. And she's putting work. First of all, she's a natural. She's gorgeous. She has a great family, great husband, beautiful kid. She's creative. She's funny. And she does research into her work, and it's good shit. It's quality content. Thank you for sharing Thea's link. Definitely subscribe to her because she's doing good stuff. I would rather go over there and listen to her any fucking day and be entertained and learn something new than to fucking go somewhere where it's just gonna be shitty. Hey, Astral. Hey. You just subbed? Good. You're actually talking about true crime for the first time on your channel. Oh, hold on. You hear the train? Hold on. I'm just a small town boy. That's all I'll ever be. I'm just a small town boy. I gotta sing over the train. Imagine knowing each day you wake up and need to hate to make money. Yes. And then you know what's so, and that's why when people like, they'll insult others and be like, you don't get the attention I do. You don't get the views I do. You don't get this. You don't get that. And it's like, yeah, but the more views you have and the more people in a drama, on a drama channel, in a drama community, that means you have more fucking issues. You have the most issues because that is your content. So you complain the most, you rant the most. Hey, replay. And so it just means you have more issues. That's not a good popularity contest. Okay. Tomorrow night, it's so good. You know the case. Ooh, Tira is doing true crime tomorrow. Are you going to say what case in here, or is it a surprise? Angie says, I feel it's just a quick way to develop high blood pressure. Oh, I love you too, replay. It is. And, sorry, my nose is running. Some people take pleasure in hurting others so they enjoy their content. I like a good reality show. I mean, I don't really watch TV, but I just binged. By the way, if you don't have Lifetime and you want to watch Gypsy Rose, and I know I'm delaying this video, I'll get there. If you want to watch Gypsy Rose's new documentary, I don't have Lifetime, but I was able to buy it on YouTube, all 6 episodes for $9.99. Okay, no, I am not a sponsor. No, I do not represent YouTube, and I am not banging anybody in authority at Google. My husband got a new job. So, hey, Cassandra. The world is full of evil. People take pleasure in condemning their soul. All right, well, with that being said, that kind of intertwines with what's going to be said in this video because, okay, let me say this in the best way I can. I see the Bible as a cookbook, and everyone's like, he needs to go by this in the Bible. Shut the fuck up and do your own work. Mind your own business and the shit you believe. I believe only the things that God tells me to believe and shows me. But I do believe many, many things, and God shows me. Like in the Bible, I know people are like, you can't pick and choose. Shut the fuck up. I'll do whatever and I'll pick and choose whatever God picks and chooses out of a man written Bible. So you mind your own fucking P's and crosses. But I do believe near the end times or whatever the end times represent in the Bible. I don't know if the rapture is actually going to be a rapture or what it truly means, but it says near the end times, right is going to be wrong, and what's wrong is going to be right. You can take that however you want to and do the math. But there is words like that in the Bible, and I see it coming true, and I'm like, yep, I believe that. Yeah, you see what God wants you to learn in the Bible. Absolutely. And beyond it. It's like God's knowledge is so much bigger than just fitting inside of a tiny book. It's bigger than the universe. It's endless. So all of his knowledge, I mean, could never be fit in a book, you know. How many of you on here or in TV or in music or in the world are seeing things that are right being looked at as wrong, and people doing wrong things is looked at as right? Now, I'm not saying certain things, I'm saying in general, because everybody has different opinions on things. What about on this platform? Can anybody give an example of right being wrong and wrong being right? Kind of goes along with what we're just talking about, right? You know, channels that are making a lot of money on lying and drama and all of this. And it's like, it's being rewarded and it feels so wrong, but it's right for them and it's working for them. Tira says, right is right, wrong is wrong, period. Wrong is fucking wrong. Yeah. That's a good question, Bernie. Who determines what's right and what's wrong? I think the answer to that question, like the general answer to that question is if you have like a moral compass, and what I mean by that, because that can be determined in many ways, is whether it's your intuition, the voice inside, whether you see it as God talking to you, angels, the devil and the angel on your shoulder, however you look at it, I think we know what's right and what's wrong. You know, and some of us may be messed up or things that happen in your childhood. Yes, a conscience, but we know what's right and wrong for us. And, you know, and everybody may think differently, but I'm saying as far as our actions, you just know. Like, you know, before you do something, I don't know, maybe if you were a kid, maybe you stole something from somebody or lied or anything, and you know you're about to do something wrong and you can stop yourself, but you don't, or you're like, this isn't okay, and you have guilt. That's how you know what's right or wrong. We can't tell other people. I mean, we can say, don't do that. but maybe it's right for them. But, things like violence, evil, lust, I know for sure is not good because that got me a lot of venereal diseases. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've been oozing, losing. That is the truth. Lust will get you nowhere. And that's why in the Bible, when it's like, don't be lustful and stuff, everyone's like, yeah, don't think of sex. Of course you're going to think of sex. God gave you the ability to feel horny as fuck. And he also gave us the ability and to spread our legs. He gave all of us the ability to do that. Most of us. Look at, I'm spreading them right now. You understand? That was for entertainment and example and educational purposes only. So shut up. Says in the Bible not to be gay either. Does it though? Does it? There's this video that you should look up, and I used to watch it all the time. And the original word for like the translation for homosexual in the Bible was actually temple prostitute. And the temple prostitutes back then were young males. So it was referring to that. And that's why I've always told God, I'm like, God, just make me, be horny as fuck when I see women. Okay. Something if it's wrong. And he never has. And I trust God over a piece of paper. That's why I burned the Bible and ripped it up that one live stream, because so many people use it as a weapon. And it's just, I'm like, if you're not going by your words, then it's just a piece of trash. It was a demonstration I did. You haven't seen Lil Nas X's new video. It's extremely blasphemous, like his other video he did a couple years ago. The call me when you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning, I'll be on my way. Call me when you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning, I'll be on my way. Call me by your name. And he's like giving the devil a lap dance. Well, this new one's pretty bad. The Bible said not to eat shrimp, and I'll eat my shrimp. Fuck yeah. And crab legs. Oh, God. That is a good song. His new one's not a good song. Peach's motto is don't be a twat. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, hold on. And after this, I have one more video. So I'm trying to get the word vomit out real quick. All right, you ready for this? Let's go back to, I'm not sharing the screen yet. No, I am going to speed this up. Hopefully that's not too fast. Let me go to present the screen. How many of you like Candace Owens? Love her. Hope she runs for president one day, because I will vote for her. She's amazing. Candace, don't strike me, okay? This is for entertainment purposes, and I really want to show your video because you're beautiful and I love your points.
Okay? The welcoming Christian worldview into your bachelor's, master's.
One! Stop it. Candace, stop that.
Or doctoral degree. You'll have support from your own university counselor who takes a personalized approach to help you achieve your goals. So find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian.
Hold on. She's doing some sort of, sponsor. Oh, yes. I love her. I would marry Candace Owens if I was not married and a flaming homosexual. No, okay. Ooh, Angry Beaver loves her. Yeah, isn't she gorgeous too? She's talking very fast. Okay, let me slow it down. I sped it up so she doesn't hurt me. Candace, please don't hurt me. I rarely play videos, but here we go. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
Stop feeling bad for criminals. If we could stop that mass formation psychosis.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get to the comment. She's going to be addressing this comment.
Feeling bad for criminals. If we could stop that mass formation psychosis. Some of you responded and you heard me. You said, yes, we can do that. Maria writes, wow, Candace, you are absolutely right about how they want us to feel bad for criminals.
Okay, so she's going over this comment here, saying you're absolutely right about how they want us to feel bad for criminals. I never thought about that, but that's exactly how I felt when I saw the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix. How they went back into his childhood and showed how his parents neglected him. I did feel bad, but it's like, wait a minute. This man literally ate people. Hey, Tara. You've been following Candace since 2017? Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. Peach says, I think they're just trying to show both sides. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let's get this out of here. What about this? I know that people say, video games will rot your brain and violence in movies and in songs and stuff. But do you think that affects our mindset in any way? Like, okay, for example, I love only for entertainment purposes, I love beating the hell out of prostitutes and elderly people in the game Grand Theft Auto. It's therapeutic. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like my self esteem has been restored. And I do not do the goals in Grand Theft Auto. I just stomp people after I beat them in the game to death for entertainment purposes only. Okay. And I just don't stop stomping on their bodies in the game. It feels amazing. It's liberating. And then as soon as I'm done stomping someone for about 5 minutes straight, after they've already laid on the ground, I go and I steal a vehicle and I run people over in that game. I can't tell you how many hours I have played just running people over. In the game, okay? But what do you guys think that's doing to my mindset? It's desensitizing me to running people over. Wouldn't you agree with that? I'm not saying I'm going to. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? And if you're listening to the replay after this, leave a comment. What do you think about, people we watch people in movies. This is what I don't get. People will watch movies where people are violently being tortured, but then they'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't take that. I can't take that, case. I can't watch that." So it's like they can't take the real thing, but they'll watch the fake thing. But don't you think maybe the fake thing is what's inspiring the real thing? Thea says probably going to go out and run amok now because of those damn games. Probably. Everyone experiences trauma in their lives, Bernie says. How you react to it determines what kind of person you are. I really like that answer. Not only that, but how we're taught, how our surroundings, how we're raised, and how we're taught to um, speak to people, or how we're shown by example to react. A lot of people, maybe they were raised with very reactive parents, so they're a reactive person. Some people had, people that raised them were very well with their communication, very good with that. Um, what about this? There's some people that go to stand-up comics, or they'll watch stand-up comedians on television, and they'll say the worst, most vile jokes ever. And they will laugh their asses off. They'll probably have drinks, laugh with their friends. But as soon as you say any inappropriate joke that is not even nearly as bad as their comedians that they are watching and laughing, you're like this terrible fucking person. So it's like, wait a minute. You're influenced by these people. You're watching them and supporting them, but all of a sudden you're fucking offended because what, you don't like me? It's stupid. Okay, Tara, I love you. Ika says, I've watched gore content since I was 10, renting Faces of Death on VHS. My brother used to watch that. It was disgusting. I could not stand it. Made me go to medical assistance and seriously injured people in the seriously injured people because I could help without being grossed out. You completely flipped my mindset around just now, Ika. That is an incredibly awesome way to train yourself in like a good outcome. I did not think somebody was going to say that today. And I think that's great because I'm terrible, with I'll go vegetarian for weeks, or I can't eat because my mind thinks too much if I see something gross, even if it's fake in a movie. I will not tell you why I went like vegan vegetarian for like almost 6 years. Uh, I watched a fake horror movie, and that's all I'm going to tell you. It was terrible. I think it was called The Babysitter. Not on Netflix, but there's a movie. And she was like babysitting a devil child, and ugh, it was gross. Thea's mom watched Walking Dead and now has a fear of zombies. Okay, what about, music? As far as like promiscuity, being promiscuous, fighting, move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, said move, bitch. About to punch your lights out. Okay, Peach, love you. Angie always liked to judge. Oh shit, hold on, something popped up. How realistic or fake the death scenes looked. Yeah. Like in Scream 3, I was like, come on, there's not even a chase scene. They just killed the blonde with the big boobs, Jenny McCarthy. Give me a break. Um, Karen, someone asked me to watch it with them. By the time it got violent, I was out, couldn't do it. Wild Scott Aurora says it's one thing to have dark, twisted thoughts, but quite another to act them out. All right, well, what about like watching things and being a product of our environment? If you're watching, let's say that you really love horror movies. I like scary movies, like mainly Scream, mystery ones where it's like, ooh, who done it? Who did it? But if you watch them all the time, you kind of get desensitized. Hold on, sorry, I'm choking. My cough drop hit the back of my throat. You kind of get desensitized. And I think it's awesome, what was just said in the chat by Ika, watching stuff like that kind of trained them to getting into the medical field. So I guess it could go either way. I really didn't think about that until you said that, Ika. So thank you for saying that. But if you're watching people, getting stabbed or whatever it is in a movie nonstop, and that's all you're seeing, I mean, I could see how that could make somebody fucking crazy. Now, I'm not calling you horror geeks crazy, so calm down. Okay? Things like Dahmer series, I can't watch the Dahmer series either, Tiff, because it's gross. I watched one episode, and the end of the episode, I think the guy's head was in the fridge, and I was like, yeah, fuck this. Can't do it. Yet you don't have to show the detail. Okay. Hey, slut. Hey, slut. Did anyone watch Thanksgiving? I thought it was pretty good. No, but is it like Scream? Because if it is, I'll watch it. By the way, they're coming back with I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is supposed to be returning. Can't wait for that. Being in law enforcement or LEEMS medical professions, that will desensitize you too. Yeah, my sister-in-law is a coroner out here in one of our counties, and she used to carry her book when she was like in school, and it was like a book of like study guide thing, and she would bring it over for like holidays and shit when we're trying to eat, and I'm like, that's fucking nasty. Love you, Bechdel Reel. All right, let's continue with this because I got one more video to show.
Criminals. I never thought about that. That's exactly how I felt when I saw the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix. And do that. Maria writes, wow, Candace, you are absolutely right about how they want us to feel bad for criminals. Are currently suffering or have parents that have Munchausen syndrome and didn't grow up and kill their moms. It's like saying out there, this is the only route. Like you have to become a murderer, or you have.
Okay, so that's the part I wanted you to hear. So what Candace Owens is saying is kind of like, in the media and movies and all this stuff. Yeah, Retro Kitten, it's live. In movies and all this shit, or even with like documentaries, where we're kind of sympathizing with people that have done bad things. Now, that's why I started this live stream off by asking you what you thought of certain people, whether it's on this platform and, stuff like that, because it's kind of happening. Like, okay, for example, and I was talking to Selena, I call her, she's basically my sister-in-law, but I was talking to her about this, and she said, yeah, that's why they're doing all of these big movies. Okay, and this is just our opinion about like Armageddon, end of the world movies, because in a sense, it's kind of desensitizing you to that. If that ever happens, you're like, ooh, let me do what Sandra Bullock was going to do. Or Julia Roberts. I remember this movie. Or, well, not Tay Leone. That bitch got ran over by a tidal wave in Deep Impact. That is why I'm terrified of tidal waves. Your nipples are hard? Baby Love says, I had to report on Jeffrey Dahmer for my criminal justice studies class. I actually felt bad for his upbringing. His mom didn't want him. He was a neglected child. Yeah, and that's why it's sad. I think it's important to put ourselves in people's shoes. What Candace Owens is saying here is, there are people that have been brought up the same way a lot of these others have. I mean, not exactly the same, but they were able to get out of it without, murder. Now, I believe I stand correct when I say that Gypsy Rose is the only reported case of somebody having Munchausen syndrome by proxy that is killed to get out of their situation. I believe that is correct. You went to anatomy class when you were 12. The teacher was horrified. I was not bothered. It was fascinating, but I cry occasionally when I see roadkill. Oh, I know. Animals really get to me. It's sad. I hung out with a pigeon the other day. Inside a building. It was so cold and he was inside the building with me. I was like, hey, you want to hang out? He hung out with me for a while. It was fun. All right, anyways, let me continue.
Have to become a person that, steals or harms other people. No, there are plenty of examples of people that grew up in the school of hard knocks and didn't resort to criminality. Don't allow the media to convince you otherwise.
Good point, Candace. Now, time's ticking right now, so let me get over to this other video, okay? Because with that being said, you don't cry for skunks. Skunks are adorable. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I wouldn't care if a skunk even pissed on me. They're so cute. My little Gizmo kind of looks like a skunk. They do smell, though. Candace Owens is hot. I will agree with you. She's a beautiful woman. All right, now let me go over to this. We got some Gypsy Rose supporters in here. Anyone? Because you about to flip. Okay. Do you remember I was bragging and I watched the fake drama series of Gypsy Rose, and then I was like, oh my God, she's like competition with Nicole Kissinger, because I love Nicole Kissinger. I think she's beautiful. I think she's harmless. I think she's angelic and sweet and kind. And I love you, Nicole Kissinger. Want to make out. Anyways, I kind of felt the same about Gypsy Rose until I watched this. You'll hit the bush before you hit anything? Me too, I'll hit a solid pole. NK is not her real name. Oh, well, because she changed it, right? I hope she does well, but I just feel like all she knows is how to manipulate. Wait until you watch this. This video, maybe it brainwashed me, I don't know. This video got me good. Now hold on, let me go full screen with this and then I'll share it. Okay. Slow it down. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I'm having technical fucked up bullshit. Okay, you guys ready for this? Watch this. Your hubby's getting horny, Miss P? Give him a piece. Go ahead. You could do it while you're listening. I don't mind. Turn me down or turn me up. Put me on the big screen. That'll be fine. You ready for this, guys? A 1, a 2. Prepare for your mind to be blown.
I changed my opinion on the Gypsy Rose situation in less than 24 hours. Let's talk about it. I used to stand her and be like, yes, queen, like every single one of you do. I watched the act. I felt so bad for her, and she's a hero and a victim and this, that, and the third. Not anymore, babe. Yes, she is a victim. She went through some
She says, not anymore, babe. Not anymore. And now listen, I started watching this video and I was like, who is this woman? Why is she going after my Gypsy? Well, keep listening. Because what she's about to say is going to pop your brain. Like Miley Cyrus twerking on Robin Thicke on his dick.
She never should have been through. She deserves to get out of that 100%. However, if you actually do some research and watch her interviews, she's not a good person. She's a master manipulator.
Now I'm going to stop because I think, who was it? Angie just said that. Hey, Mel. Somebody just said that in the chat. Yeah, Angie did. She learned from the best. And, you know, Gypsy Rose even said, you know, my mom taught me to lie very well. Well, I mean, it kind of gets worse. So hold on.
And she learned by the best one there was, her mother. There's literally an interview where she's like, I learned to be the best liar with no conscience, no remorse, nothing, best manipulator from my mother. She learned all her tricks from her mother.
Okay. Something to pay attention to.
If you watch her videos, anytime they ask about her ex-boyfriend, who her mom for her just threw his whole entire life away, has life in prison, she's like,
yeah, she just kind of brushes it off. She's like, oh, yeah, I did my time. He's doing his.
Can't worry about that. Her PR team is working hard as fuck. She shuts down the conversation about Nick, redirects the question back to herself, and is like, I can't think about that for my healing and my this and my that, you know? Can't worry about him. I don't want to talk about him. Everyone kept saying, well, he has multiple personalities, which is true. He has the IQ of like a 10-year-old.
Okay. Now, what about this? Because Gypsy, and sorry, I'm in the other screen right now. Gypsy, you know, she made personalities to fit his other personalities. And I know she was young, but let's say Mrs. Portland. No, I'm not going to use you because I don't want you to get mad. I'm just saying as an example. Mel, I'm going to use you. Mel is beautiful. She's a great friend. But if she told me she had like an evil alter ego that wanted to do evil things and then, you know, had other personalities, I would be caring and kind and cautious. And I would try to, you know, want to help her, especially since I love Mel, you know, and Gypsy loved this guy, right? And she knows right from wrong. And she's like, not only going along and supporting his, you know, evil side, but she's joining forces with him by wearing different wigs and becoming different characters to be like girlfriends for each one of his personalities. Let's keep going.
Which is true. Like, all of these things are true, but there's evidence that he kept telling Gypsy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. And she kept insisting that he does. She manipulated him. And I get there were repercussions when she ran away.
By the way, that's the only thing in this case that I haven't seen. So if anybody's seen those, can you please tell me in the comments, the chat, email me, whatever, the text messages where she kept telling him, because that's the only thing that I have not seen with my own eyes in any documentary I've watched, and I've been in the rabbit hole. CJ says, I'm 50-50 about Gypsy. Her mom was wrong for what she did, but she did at the end of the day, was an accomplice to murder. Exactly. And she wishes her the best, but I'm sick of hearing about her. See, CJ, I never looked into this case. I never was interested. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to watch the Hulu series. And then, I watched interviews with her, and I've been in this rabbit hole for weeks because it's all new to me. Hey, Scotty. Elliot says what her mom did to her was wrong, and there's no doubt about it. I'll say that, but she's not so innocent. Right. Because we haven't even got to the part of this video yet where my mind went, what the fuck? I didn't even think of that. So here we go.
Like being tied to the bed that one time. However, I feel like there were other routes you could have taken. Like you didn't want to speak out at your doctor's appointment or anything like that when you found out you could walk and you weren't allergic to sugar and all of these things. And you might be like, okay, well, Dee Dee was controlling, and she would explain it away. She's delusional. She has the brain of a child. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Now, if you don't know, I'm going to remind you before she says this. So Gypsy, her mom made her basically go along with the lies about her illness, pretend, that she couldn't walk, all of these things, say, don't move your legs at doctor's appointments. Hey, Marie, all of these things. And of course, Gypsy ran away one time and her mom ended up finding her, tying her to, the bed for 2 weeks, abusing her, not really feeding her very often. So that scared Gypsy into really not wanting to do that again. And then she packed a bag to run away. And her mom found it and got pissed off again. And that's when I believe that's when Gypsy shot her with what she thought was a real gun, but it actually was a BB gun. She shot her 10 times and skimmed her skin. The mom ended up going to the hospital, and she lied and said, oh, I was robbed in a Walmart parking lot. So Gypsy already attempted to physically, she wasn't thinking, she was trying to protect herself, but to already kill her mom herself, if you think about it. But what this woman is about to say is what kind of changed my mind. And it was like, wow. Now, I think Gypsy is well-spoken. I think she's grown, but I don't know if I've been manipulated by her ability to speak so well and stuff, especially with what we're about to hear. And I know I keep pausing. I'm trying to do commentary, but, Gypsy had other ways of reaching out to people, because keep this in mind, folks. She secretly met her boyfriend, Nick, on the laptop and on her secret phone, right? So she had ways of reaching out to people, and she told Nick what was going on. Keep that in your brain for a minute.
Okay, but she had a laptop, though, that she was FaceTiming Nick on, going on all these Christian Mingle websites, had a Facebook. You couldn't write a letter to the police department or like anybody in the entire world that this is what's going on and explain.
Bam. She says in her mom's presence that she was terrified. She was scared to say anything. Her mom, the backlash. But she could have got backlash anyways from talking to men online, meeting Nick, talking to him all the time, FaceTiming. But she couldn't reach out privately on her laptop to anybody in law enforcement for help. Now, I understand her mom, made her sign a piece of paper and she said she was mentally incapable of speaking for herself and stuff, but she could have told the police that as well. She could have been like, look, I'm very well spoken. My mom says I'm incapable, but I am not. And when the cops show up at her house, she could have stood up out of the wheelchair and said, bitch, I'm 19. And said, look, I'm not lying. I can stand. And her mom would have gotten in trouble for all of the lying and getting money and scamming, all of that. Oh yeah, Ika, you can get that documentary, the new Gypsy Rose documentary, on YouTube. You can buy all 6 episodes, and the good thing about YouTube is you could speed it up, so you can binge it really quick. Right, Karen? Right? Hey, Moody Mary. Hey, Natalie. Thea says her mom had convinced no one would believe her, like the police or doctors, though. If you haven't been in that position, it's hard to understand where she was at mentally. Absolutely. And see, and that's why I've been like Team Gypsy this whole time, because I'm like, oh, I completely get it. But once I watched this specific video and this woman's like, you had a laptop though. You're speaking to Nick on there. I guarantee you, if she would have privately messaged the police and said, please come over, please, I'm terrified. She's going to say I can't speak. She's lying, saying I can't walk, but I will show you. When you show up at the house and come in, I will stand up and you will see that she is lying. And it would have been over from then. The mom probably would have gone to jail longer than she did. Exactly. Exactly. But again, like Thea said, when you're manipulated, because we have to remember she was also manipulated by her mother. So when you're abused emotionally, physically, and all that, you're manipulated. You probably have a wild mix of emotions, you know. And maybe because she did love her mom, maybe she, like she said, she just wanted to get out of the house. She just wanted to get out of that situation. Maybe she still wanted to keep in contact with her mom and still have a relationship. So by her mom being in jail, she probably was like, well, you know, because her mom manipulated into her. So maybe she would have felt bad. But shit, you wouldn't have felt as bad as, I mean, the outcome that actually happened. Exactly, Karen. Have you watched Natasha's coverage on this case? It's mind blowing. I tried to keep up on it. But it's hard. I don't, is it anywhere else on different platforms too, like Facebook and stuff? Because the videos end up getting deleted when her channels go down. So every time I go to watch them, they're not there. I do feel some kind of way for her dad and stepmom not being available to her. Well, I will say this. After watching the documentary, I mean, obviously it's clear and this is just my opinion, I think Gypsy Rose is going to turn into a Kardashian type reality show. We are in the times of no more Kardashians. Now we got Gypsy Rose, because obviously her story is going to continue, and I think they're going to keep documenting it via reality TV with the way that the documentary ends. And let me just say this. Hold on. Let's finish this before I give my opinion on her husband.
My mom is going to say that I don't know what I'm talking about, but all of these medical records are fabricated. I steal for her. I lie for her. She's been making me do this. I found out I don't have all these issues. Here's the proof. And now the media is glorifying her. And she is, again, yes, she is a victim. And that's very sad. The only reason that she is getting attention is because of her PR team. And a shitload of people are making a shitload of money. My fiance explained this to me and literally like switch flipped. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. Have you just...
Okay. With that being said, hold on. Natalie says, in real life, when someone asks a question, we think for a second before we respond. She just immediately responds. Good point. Okay, so they're on Facebook, Rez? Okay. Scotty says she'd never known any other life than one of abuse. Robbie, it can make a person do things those of us wouldn't understand. Absolutely. And that's why I was talking earlier about like upbringing in video games, you know, social media, the media, songs that influence us, you know, besides our upbringing, the way we're brought up by our parents and, you know, our surroundings. I think even continuously today, you know, and that's why I was having that conversation with God in my car last night driving home, because I feel like I talk to God all the time throughout the day, but I haven't had like a long discussion with God in a long time. And I'm like, I was telling God, I was like, Jesus, I have been so distracted, and I've known I've been distracted, and I've still allowed it to interfere with my relationship with you, my relationship with my husband. And I just had a really good conversation with God, because I've been influenced mainly, and this is really sad, but it's true, by online dramatic YouTube drama. That is what has consumed my time. Probably, I mean, for a very long time now. I don't even know how long. Not only that, but I do love me some good my favorite type of music is like hip hop, pop, rap. And and even though I love it, it's great. I've overindulged. I've and that can steer us in a weird direction, you know. So I completely get, you know, the surroundings. If you're abused, you're scared and stuff. There's so many different emotions. Tell me how big my butt is. It's not my body. What? I'm gonna time that person out. I don't know who that is. I don't know why you want us to look at your butt, but no. Um, yeah, Natalie, and I think a lot of us, you know, that's why we end up taking breaks or we invest our time and we get very concerned. Maybe it's because a lot of the drama has to do with people we care about, or it directly has to do with us. But it's there. People say this all the time, and we still overindulge in it. It's toxic. It's poisonous. It doesn't feel good. It feels gross. And yet here we are. We keep coming on, you know, and that's why dramatic stuff gets higher numbers, more attention, is because there's some sort of pleasure you get out of, you know, other people's misery, or there's some sort of pleasure in like drama and yeah, get them, because you want the person you're rooting for to win and the other person you don't like to get it, you know, um, or you just simply like dramatic shit. There's so many reasons. But after a while, if you're wondering, why am I tired? Why does my back hurt? Why does my neck hurt? Why don't I have any energy? Why am I gaining weight? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when we sit and you're looking down at your phone all fucking day, that's probably why your neck and your back hurts. We're gaining weight because we're probably sitting around all fucking day snacking, sitting on our ass, listening to all these dramatic streams. If you're wondering why your blood pressure's up all the time, that's because all these dramatic streams are fucking doing that to you and the anxiety that goes along with it. If you're wondering why you're tired, it's because when one live stream ends, you have to watch the other live stream of the dramatic person that's responding to the other one. And then if no one's live, you have to go watch the replay of the shit talking live stream you missed before that. That's why you're fucking tired. You're probably fucking dehydrated too. You said it right there, Angie. Brainless consumption. Scotty says, for instance, my kids never understood my forgiveness for my parents. They don't understand that is just how they were raised and they show love differently. Yeah, and forgiveness goes a long way for a lot of different people. And when I started my YouTube channel, I mean, shit, I came on, you know, as myself, but I came on with such a very logical, peaceful approach to everyone. And I didn't understand why people argued with each other on here. And I would come on and I'd be like, hey guys, you know, why don't you guys talk about it? Or I like this person, I like that. I can't tell you how many times I've been called a fucking fence rider simply because I wanted people to work things out. I liked them all. And I didn't understand the dramatic stuff that went along with the true crime, because that's what I really was interested in, or just funny stuff. And that's how I got sucked in, because people, you know, they made fun of me. He's fake. You can't want peace like that all the time. And I'm like, no, I really do. And finally, I snapped. And I've never gone back. I've just been like, fuck you. And in a sense, that's good, because I was like, I'm not going to put up with your bullshit. I'm not in the mood for this, but it's derailed me. Because I feel like we all come on here and we feel the need to have to explain ourselves all the time, when we really could be putting our minds into something that's going to be healthy for us and healthy for the person that's listening. Like some sort of message that's going to help somebody that day. It's not going to help anybody if we're sitting there calling people's fucking names nonstop and there's no positive message in those live streams at all. And that's what we are consuming. Just like we're putting a greasy fucking nasty cheeseburger that's clogging our arteries with greasy ass French fries down our throats and not even watering it down with any water. Just booze and Coca-Cola. Scotty's a forgiver. I want to see good in people until I can't see it anymore. Yep, and you have to do that to protect yourself. I get it. Music is really, really graphic. I've been listening to more country lately because rap hip hop. Yeah, notice rap hip hop. Like, I love Doja Cat. She's my favorite. I mean, I'm wearing her hoodie, but they all rap about their vaginas. It's like their pussy. All the time. It's always like, if you don't dive in the pussy like dolphins. That's one of her lines. If you don't dive in the pussy like oceans, if you don't dive in the pussy like dolphins. Can't argue with stupid. The other side of the coin is trying to stay fair with people you care about and get the truth out. Not our truth in the end, not our duty to appease the drama, not our burden. Well, here's where it comes into play. No, I know, Miss P, you've gone through a lot. What comes into play is since those dramatic things do get more attention, go down, go down, go down. Let me see you go to town. Go down, go down, go down. Let me see you go to town. If you're down, boy, really down. Baby, tell me watch it go down. Give you one chance and silver or never or now. I love go to town, Thea. Anyways, back to what I was saying. If you're on here and you have like no moral compass, which I was talking about earlier, do you notice how all of the topics I'm talking about are intertwining? There's a reason for that. Well, when you're talking about something dramatic and you don't have a moral compass and you see, you're like, oh, damn, that got me more attention. If you're the type of person that you're not getting attention from any talents you have or anything, but it's just a lazy way to make money and get views, you're not going to feel good about yourself. So let me give you a little bit of homework, whether you have a channel or not. Grab a piece of paper. Okay, everyone? My God, my throat. Hold on. Please help me. Help me. Help me. I need a cough drop. I need a cough drop. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. Sorry about that. Here's some homework for you. Okay. Now, I want you bitches to get a piece of paper. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how this is done. Okay. Whether you have a channel, this is for people that have a channel. Okay. Let me gargle with some coffee. Papa like. So let's go to videos. I'm going to present my screen. Okay. Here's my channel. All right. I want you to go to your channel. And I mean, you could number your videos if you want to, or just write, just so you know which one it is. Okay. So for example, Hooker rages on Amber's panel. So I'm going to write that title down. And then next to that, I'm going to write, what was the purpose of that video? What was the outcome? What positive message was in that video? Well, if there was none, then you fail that one. Then go to your next one. Stay in your own lane. Was there a positive message? Was there anything? What was the purpose of that? Then keep going through your fucking content and seeing and writing it down so you could see it with your eyes. What the fuck you're spending your time doing? Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? You don't gargle, you swallow. Ooh, Papa like. You sound like every substitute teacher ever right now. This is really good. Or just, I mean, if you don't feel like going in detail, just put a 1 or 2. 1 if the message was good. 2 if the message in that video was shitty. And go through your content. And especially if you're making money. What are you making money? What is your talent? Kind of go through your videos and see what the hell is it that you do on here. Now, if you do shitty, fucked up stuff, then you need to fuck off. And you need to go reevaluate, come back. You want to spit your coffee out? Deep holes. Again, go over to Thea's channel. She's got good fucking content. I can hit a 1 on every single one of her videos. Good shit, good shit, good shit. There's no foul shit on there. There's no her feeling the need to drag anyone. It is research. It is talent. It is interesting. If you had a channel, you do it. Hey, Karen, you can go critique somebody else's channel. Hell, go over to my channel, go to somebody's channel and be like, even looking at the title, is that a title that's fucking positive? I don't think so. Let me show you how fucking naive I was. How do I go to the filter here? Oldest live stream. Let's go to my oldest live stream. Oh my God. Oh wait, those are, hold on. If you're down, boy, go down. Now that song's in my head. Hold on. Baby, let me watch you go down. Give you one chance, never on now. Hey. If you're really down, boy, really down. I don't know all the words. Baby, I go watch you go to town. Give you one chance, never on now. Hey. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I want to show you something that makes me vulnerable. Do you understand? Do you understand? So hold on a minute. Okay, we're going to go here and we're going to go to the very fucking last live video of mine. Or not the last, the very first. That song is going to be in my head all day, Thea. And I'm in another screen, by the way. So if you're saying anything, I can't fucking see you. So hold on. Coffee finally hit, guys. The coffee hit. This is going to be embarrassing, but I don't mind. It's a hidden video of mine. I want to show you the difference in my demeanor, my fucking attitude, and how I've been corrupted by all of you. Because I came on here with a real fucking positive message all the time. You people have poisoned me. You have violated me. Violated my body. Violated my brain. You've hurt me. You touched me. You tried to touch me. Oh my God. Are you guys ready for this? Hold on. If you really don't know, oh no. Maybe I want you to go to town. Give you one chance, don't never, oh no, 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 no. Damn it. Okay, ready, guys? A 1. A 2. Live chat number 1 before I start my day. This is my first live stream. You do have your video from when Josh, the happiest guy, hit 1K subs and he was so happy. Aw. Now, I haven't watched this video in a long time, so I have no idea what I'm about to say. I'm scared. But let's just do it. Let's fucking see. Look at that. This is a live stream. Okay, I had to set up, I think the camera was on my phone, and I had to watch the chat on my shitty ass laptop. Do you understand? Now, let's see what this goof has to say. Oh my God, I've always been this. I'm trying to get the comments up on the screen, so hang on 1 second. Loser. I'm making sure it's turned up. Oh, still had coffee. Sitting at Aunt Sally's. Look at that stud. Hi, guys. I'm trying to load the comments so I can actually see them on my... Look how... I can tell. I mean, I can tell I'm nervous. You guys probably can't. Look how stupid. Now I come on here bluntly and I'm like, why don't you go fuck yourself? Isn't that weird? This is like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Shit. Oh my God. But I was just starting my day today. Today's my only day off. So nobody gives a fuck, Robbie. Because I never go live with you guys. Nobody fucking cares. For a little bit because I enjoy talking to you. Typing. Typing is so exhausting. And I feel like my face is seriously like always in my phone. Oh my God, I was talking about that today. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Cheryl. I never shut the fuck up about it. It's just going up. So, hi, Kimberly. Hi, Dawn. And my computer's loading really slow. But get your shit together, Robert. My face is literally always in my phone. Thank you. Is it Shanna or Shayna? I was such a Shauna. Pussy. Hi, guys. Hi, Mandy. But it actually, I don't know what it's like where you guys live, but in Denver, we just got... Look how nice I was. I mean, if I had the computer problems that I was having the first minute and a half of this video, I'd be like, what the fuck? I was like, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Shut up. Oh my God, that was a 2. Thank you, Jesus. Wow. A crap ton of snow. I usually wake up around like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Thank you. And I was still in my 30s here. I woke up and it being my only day off, I was going to go run errands today, which I'm still going to do, but it's like... Okay, do you see what's going on here? There's no drama. I'm talking about my boring ass fucking day. That was my content. Then bitches started fucking with me and I started fucking around and finding out. I looked out the window and it's terrible snow outside. Horrible. 70 degrees. I think get your face out of the camera, Mrs. Portland. Mrs. Portland, I'm like you with the face in the camera. Love you. It's like 30 degrees here. 60. Wow. Oh, I could tell I was nervous because I was like swallowing. Look. Wow. This is some boring. Let me see if I get interesting at all. I mean, shit. I think in the snow, it'll be like, I don't know if I'll make it there at all. Oh my God, 6 minutes in and I'm still talking about the weather? No wonder I started dragging bitches. Love you, Mrs. P. No wonder. Shit. Hey, Anitra. We're looking at my first live stream. Or I was going to go see my ex-boyfriend, who's my best friend, because he has our dog. And I love it. You loser. You're going to go hang out with your ex-boyfriend so you could get a piece of ass and blame it on the dog? Liar. You are a liar. Lies. I love her and I miss her. She's a beagle. She's dead. She died 1.5 years ago. Yeah, your future's looking real bright, Robert. Real fucking bright. Shit. It's the cutest. Hi, Angel. I don't know if you're saying praying I'm... By the way, I loved that dog. But she's dead. And you only went over there to have sex with Cody, you liar. Feeling better, but... you don't hope anyone's feeling better because you don't know anybody at this point. It's just random strangers talking to your loser ass sitting in the room. God, I was naive. I always wear hoodies, though. That never fucking changed. Never. And I still have that same fucking hat. It's my favorite hat. I mean, I'm used to the pain every single day in my back. It's so freaking annoying. That's because you're sitting down looking into your phone all the time. My God. See, this is very therapeutic to go back to your old self and be like, what the fuck were you doing? What are you doing? Shit. Oh my God. Hey, bitch, Tux. Let's see if this gets interesting ever. I kicked drugs, cold turkey. And actually, the way that I stopped doing them, first of all, I don't think I've ever explained. Liar! You're an active addiction right there, you fucking liar. That is a fact. Shut up. I have seen some evil, crazy stuff on that. Call them demons, call them whatever you want to. And I don't even think that drug's supposed to be a hallucinogen. Hi, Mary. Are the dealers? Shut up. Putting your comments. Get your lighting. How old was I? I was 19. I didn't even know that there's a patch for quitting. Is that for quitting alcohol? My God. Not the only homo in the family. A little bit better, but I don't think I'm actually going to feel better until I figure out what's going on inside of my body. So basically, my content on my first live stream was all I did was talk about the weather and complain about the pain in my fucking body. That's it. I wasn't dragging anybody. Why did these people even care to come in? They probably felt sorry for me, to be honest. They're like, oh, this poor, lonely guy sitting in his aunt's. They always said basement, but we didn't even have a basement. It was garden level. Still a hunk? Well, thank you. Think of something nice to say about yourself. I'm hot as fuck. I will say that. Now, hold on. Let's see something here. This is kind of fun. Just go back. I mean, I challenge you guys to go back on your social media. Even if you don't have videos on your channel, just go back and kind of see how you've changed. And is it for the better or the worse? I mean, there are ways that I have changed for the better. I mean, obviously, but I've also gotten very fucking comfortable just being bitchy to people and, you know, not very kind, very quickly too. I mean, it doesn't take long to make me fucking snap. Now, hold on. We are going to... Sorry, guys, I'm having fun with this. Let's do this one. Okay, this is where I started putting my personality into my channel a little bit more, feeling a little bit more comfortable with my humor instead of being a fake, phony bitch. Hold on. And talking about the weather and my back hurting. Now, you'll notice in this video, does it look like my back's hurting? I don't fucking think so. So hold on. Hold on a minute. Ready? You guys ready for this one? Hold on, let's make that quality real. Let's get that good. When my man leave the house, I know he coming right back. I got the good. I got the good. No matter how much he might try to act something. I got the good. I got the good. Put it on him right each and every night. All right, guys. This is a fun one. If you are going to make fun of someone's looks, like, for example, people make fun of my hairline or, you know, whatever they can point out. I think that's really it. There's not really a lot of flaws to point out on me. And it's not even a flaw to not have a hairline. To have a receding hairline, it's not a flaw. Do you want to know why? Because around the holidays, around Halloween, when I'm not prepared to go to a Halloween party and people are inviting you out, I have an advantage over you with my hairline that you don't. Does anybody know what that is? My advantage when someone's like, hey, you want to come to this Halloween party with us with your receding hairline? And I say, I'm sorry, you guys. I just wasn't planning on Halloween this year. I'm sorry. Give me just a minute to turn into Wonder Woman because I got a last-minute fucking Chris Watts costume waiting for you right here, motherfuckers. Bet you can't do that, can you? I'm ready to party now, bitches. Rock on! You feel me? So your flaws can actually be to your advantage. Isn't that cool? It's like magic, or it's like Doja Cat says in her new song, ooh, you the fan of the magic, poof, the pussy, my alakazam, yeah. I just alakazammed you. No chance. Ah, I miss those days. Anyways, do your homework. I did put a redirect in this video currently for our Krama Awards. Lokamai is going to co-host them with me. Everybody, even if I don't like you, you don't like me, it's all inclusive. You know, best creator, most creative, most talented, best newer channel, you know, stuff like that. It's going to be fun. So I'm really excited. And I'm even more excited because on Monday, my friend Nicole from YouTube, we're going sledding together. Isn't that going to be fun? Your new motto is, I just alakazammed you. I need to make new merch. I need to put my personality into my merch because it's just like, save Robbie. It's not like my fun side. Maybe that's why not a lot of people buy my merch anymore. Hey, Xana. Does anybody... Does anybody want to buy any of my merch? Doesn't anybody want to donate to me? You know? Doesn't anybody feel bad for me? Or sorry for me? You guys are a bunch of fucking assholes! I can't believe you! I put my PayPal and all my Venmo and you don't donate? I have narcissistic disorder! You monsters! Anyways, guys, I was just trying to sad fish for a minute. Janessa thought I was really crying. I know. I didn't think about what people would think when they're first coming in. Anyways, guys, yes, it's a joke, Janessa. It's a joke. You've got to clip that. Go ahead. Tag me in it. All right, guys. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you, if, as Madonna says on her Hard Candy album, if you do your homework, baby, I will give you more. If you do your homework, get out on the dance floor. If you do your homework. Hold on a minute. I wonder if I could play that song without getting struck. Hold on. Hard Candy, Madonna. What song is that? Oh, thank you, Mrs. P. See, she felt bad for me. I appreciate that, Mrs. P. Love you, Thea. If you do your homework, get out on the dance floor. Oh, here it is. I think it's... If you do your homework, get out on the dance floor. If you do your homework. This is the only album I like by Madonna. Hard Candy. Oh my god. Oh my god, this was the song. She's not me. She'll never be the same. She'll never be the same. Do you guys remember this song? Hold on. With Justin Timberlake and I'm out of time. I only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time. I only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time. I only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time. I only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time. I only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Revolver? I don't know that song. 4 minutes. But 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time. God, this intro is long. 4 minutes. Ah, thank you, Karen. God, Madonna, this is a really good fucking album. Come on, boy. Somebody to pick up my stroll. Don't waste time, give me a sign, tell me how you wanna roll. I'm gonna blast this in the shower. I gotta go fucking take a shower. I dance in the shower every day, but be careful for slip hazards. Okay? Because one day my husband's probably gonna find me face down, ass up in the shower, pass the fuck out. Okay? Then he's gonna go on Facebook and type that bitch is dead. Just kidding. That was a gypsy. I'm joking. Listen to Revolver. Hey Siri, play Revolver by Madonna. gorgeous. Featuring Lil Wayne? Damn, Madonna, you get down with the best of them, y'all. Yeah. Woohoo, Lynn! This is kind of Britney-esque. I'm gonna add that to my playlist. I think one of my favorite Madonna songs, though, is Tell Me Love Isn't True. It's just something that we do. Tell me everything I'm not, but please don't tell me to stop. Don't you ever, don't you? I just don't like her politics. All right, guys, you danced in the shower once and fractured. I've fallen out of the shower while I was in the shower with my ex, Cody. And he didn't even notice till he turned around. He was like, what the fuck? Where'd he go? I fell out of the shower curtain. We weren't even doing anything like naughty or, I just fucking slipped and fell out of the shower. He heard the noise and he was like, the fuck? What? Where'd you go? And I'm like on the floor outside on the floor. I was like, ah! I just fell. I was in shock. Oh, what happened? We'll lock you up. So sorry, I didn't know. Oh, you almost broke your tailbone dancing in the shower? All right, guys. I gotta go. I really gotta go. I've talked too much. I hope you got a good message out of this live stream. I will be able to look back on my homework at this live stream and give it a 1, not a 2. 1 means good message, 2 means not. The message being, pay attention to your surroundings, surround yourself with good shit, do good shit, don't be a dick, stop poisoning yourself with toxic things in your ear, pornography, possibly. I mean, it is hot. Just don't overdo it, Eat good food that's healthy. Welcome, Scotty. Thank you for joining memberships. And Bitch Talks has been a member for 32 months. You're awesome. And you're a good person, good friend, great moderator. I mean, I don't expect my mods to do shit. Love you, Sally Ann. Oh, and for my members, I have a Patreon that I started too, but my movie is getting very close to starting to shoot some stuff. And which, by the way, I'm reaching out to people that I have ideas of them being a character. Just so you know, you do not have to be close to me to film in person, because a lot of this, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I've said this before. The movie that I'm writing, the story, well, it's written in my head because that's my style. Thea was like, I have a really good script writing app or whatever, but I'm like, it's all up here. And a lot of it is going to be improv because I want it to be realistic and natural. But it is going to be like true crime setting, trauma community set movie. And it is like a whodunit mystery. And it involves creators in a YouTube style atmosphere. And the story it revolves around the main character, which is going to be played by myself. And there's going to be a lot of footage of I'm inspired by JLR, and me and Mexi used to go out like on the scene and Molly heels on the ground. It's going to be that style. And I don't want to say what happens in the beginning, but something happens. And my character is like just a random creator in like a trauma community, and they happen to stumble across something very big. And so that it kind of like, the way I look at it is like my character comes across a Chris Watts, Summer Wells esque popular crime that's happening like in real. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to say, basically in his experience, it's like in his area, he becomes very popular, his channel starts to grow, and he meets other creators. So a lot of the scenes are going to be out on location in a JLR style, like, hey guys, I'm on the scene of the crime and blah, 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 setting, but also panels with other drama creators that are characters. Lots of drama will be in it. Fake drama, by the way. So you'll get a taste of drama, whodunit, mystery, and jump scares. So imagine like the Blair Witch Project mixed with Hills on the Ground, mixed with Scream, mixed with like a game of Clue. And it's going to be really fun. But I wanted to get the story perfect first, and it could even change as I'm filming it. And nobody that's going to be involved in it, none of the people, the actors, are going to know the outcome. I'm not going to give it to anybody because I want everybody to be surprised at the end of it. And that's it. So for my members, I'm going to give like behind the scenes kind of stuff, and it's going to be fun. So that's that. And it'll give me something good to do, positive, instead of dragging a bitch online. Okay? I could just drag a bitch in my movie and get it out of my system and be a bitch. You've been waiting since the dinner and a show idea. Yeah, it'll be, and when I premiere the movie, I'm going to premiere it so that there'll be a chat along with it. We can all watch it for the first time together, everybody. And so it'll be like, we'll get dinner, we'll eat dinner and watch it. And it'll be a fun whodunit of people guessing who this crazy person is going around committing murder and crimes and guessing who is the killer or killers, or if you even do find out. So it's going to be fun. All right, guys, I really got to go. Hope you have a great day. Remember, if you go over to my Facebook, there is a discount code for that pet grooming kit that you can use for a Save Robbie discount. If you wanted the, Save Robbie vacuum. Let me see if I could find it. So if you go here, there's my discount code, and there is the link if you want to order the pet vacuum. It's only until January 31st. There it is. All right. And I hope you guys have a good day. Love you, Sally Ann. Love you, Scotty. Love you, Miss P. Love you all. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you later. No chance. No.